Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I sound so fancy. Nah, I am fancy, yes. Anyways, basically how this is gonna work is I'm gonna review, talk on my tournament games. This is for round 3, losers bracket, and these are just the 2 games I played. And I'm just going to be reviewing of what I did well, what I could have done better, that kind of stuff. This is also just so I can get better too. Anyways. So we start off. Toad Skull limit lead. This is amazing. This is amazing for me because I can go for a rapid spin, get that speed boost, then earth power to kill it afterwards. Then if they go a Ghastly, I just knock off the Ghastly and it dies. Unless it's Eviolite. But this team does not look like it's gonna use an Eviolite Ghastly. So this was a really good lead for me. Toad Skull matched up quite well versus their team, which is a sign of a bad team, because Toad Skull is the best mon on the tier. Okay, he goes for the Sludge Bomb. That's fine. He does not, in fact, Terra, mean that I get the free KO and a speed boost on my Toad Skull for less than half of its damage. Less than half of its HP. They go Crabrawler. I realize that I don't have the greatest, I don't do too well against Crabrawler. So I realize that I have to knock it off. This team gets 6-0'd by Crabrawler. Because Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Nimble is Frail, that's a Choice Scarf Glimmet, that's a Choice Scarf Larvesta. Choice Scarf Larvesta is my only way to beat it. So if he had Rock Support, I just realized now that if he had Rock Support, he would have destroyed me. Yeah, so I get that knockoff because I know that if I don't knock him off, then he's going to destroy my team. Because then Flare Blitz on Larvesta wouldn't kill. So I remove its Eviolite, and I lose Toad Skull, that's fine. I can deal with Ghastly in other ways. I make frankly a very bad play in this moment. Don't know why I didn't go into Larvesta. It was a bit of a misplay, but it worked out fine. If he had Zen Headbutt, I would have been screwed. And also, without Eviolite, this is quite frail. When he goes to Quaxley, and it works out great because I do over half and I can just click it again. If he goes to Poniard, I do not care. Why didn't he go to Poniard or Ghastly? Or he has 3 switch. Anyways, maybe he. I don't know. Maybe he thought I was 14 speed. I'm literally Scarf. I got Sandygast, it was good. I didn't need it. Sandygast was not very good in this matchup. And I was thinking, oh, it can be used to absorb Spore. Instead, he goes for a Giga Drain. And I'm like, okay. It would have been more optimal just to go Larvesta. But I didn't want to risk them clicking Spore. Now I go straight into Larvesta. And the reason why I tear it here is because I actually, me and my friend calced it. Now he was in a call with me, he was helping me out. And that's why I'm taking a bit of time to make the move. It's because without a Terra, it's a roll to KO Fungus with a Flare Blitz. But with a Terra, it is 100% one shot. And now Larvesta just completely destroys that team. Because Crabrawler, which was their only, both of their fire resists are completely gone. There's 0 rocks up to pressure Larvesta, and Larvesta can freely click Flare Blitz. It might be able to, if I get chipped down enough from Flare Blitz, that crit there, that did not matter. If I get chipped down enough because of Flare Blitz, they'll be able to Sucker Punch me and I die, but then I'll just be at such a Pokemon advantage that I just win. Yes, he decides to sack Crabrawler, or he just did not think I was Scarf, which I guess could be an option. But I don't know. But Ponyan Sucker Punch was always the better play, but I guess he wanted to guarantee the KO. Goes to Ghastly. No clue why. He had quite literally confirmed that I was Scarf. And he decided he wanted to sack Ghastly. I would have been put like a tiny bit of a bad position. Like a tiny bit of a bad position. And Scarf would kind of destroy it though. Yeah, never mind. Like, he would have been, he had a chance of winning it if he got like lucky and stuff. But he didn't. I didn't get the flame body, that's fine. How it works is I knock off now. Then I just U-turn straight out of here. Cause I've knocked the Eviolite and Nimble can go for the first impression one shot. And as you'll see right here, I do get the crit, which is lucky, but the crit did not matter. The reason why the crit did not matter is because this Glimmet is Scarf, and Sucker Punch would never have killed it from full health, and I could have just, and first impression would have gone Poniard low enough that I would be able, that it would just die to any move that Glimmet could throw at it, like Power Gem and stuff. Be really, really low. And this is the second game. That game I used like more like a hazard control pivot team. This game I brought like a disguised hyper offense. Like this looks like a bit of like a balance team with like Eviolite Diglett with like a this is like a bulky offense team with like a Toy Scarf Magnemite, Shell Smash Shelter, First Impression Nimble, maybe an offensive Ghastly, but it also might be an Eviolite Ghastly. Spinner as Toadschool, and then Eviolite Diglett for rocks. And then it's like, and so they think that they can set rocks because they'll be safe because of their sash. And like, okay, I trade them on for free rocks. I can accept that trade. But I'm not Scarf, as you realize right now. I'm a Thunder Wave, Sturdy, Light Clay, Reflect Light Screen Magnemite. So he's realized like, oh no. And I hit him with the Light Screen, and he's like, oh no. Because Shell Smash Shelter behind screens can destroy his team. And he knows it. And he gets paralyzed. And I pull out the Steel Beam. And the reason why, you may think it's more optimal to have an odd HP number, so you can use Steel Beam 3 times. The reason why I don't have that is because it's not a misplay, it's specifically made for that to happen. It's there so that I can, if I don't take any hits and I stay at full health, I want to be able to Steel Beam twice and die so that I can, why is because I want to get a free switch into one of my sweepers, and this is Nasty Plot Ghastly, and I want to get a free switch into them, and I don't want to waste any of my screen's turns. Yeah. So I go do that, and it dies. He got a bunch of hazards, but I got screens up. Yeah, so I go into Shelter. I'm going for that Shell Smash win. And he's like, and then also, this is Memento Diglett to work after screens. Yeah, so as you can see, that does nothing. Shoulder can Shell Smash. And Liquidation, it doesn't KO, but because of screens, Thunder Punch doesn't kill me. If I didn't have screens because of Magnemite, Thunder Punch would have killed me, and this would have been much, much worse. And Liquidation gets the KO there. Poniard, I try and play Sucker Punch mind games, but he kind of destroys me by just brick breaking. I don't know if he just knew I don't know if he just thought I couldn't kill him with Liquidation, but I could. I don't know. I don't know what his thought process was, but maybe he's just a god and no play with the sucker punches. And so I want to go for a spin. He goes into Ghastly. Honestly, I don't care. Now I care because it's Eviolite Will-O-Wisp. Great play on his part, but now he isn't a ghost type, so now I get to spin. And basically, he Terra'd, and I got hazards off, and I got a lot of damage on his Ghastly. So that was like a net negative for him. Yeah, I couldn't have U-turned there. The crit, that's kind of an important crit. The double crit, I'll be completely honest, that was just me getting really lucky. It was helpful, but I don't think it was super important to the game. And I bring in Diglett. Why? It's because I want to hit him with the Memento. And I can go straight into Ghastly. And this nasty plot Ghastly, and the reason why I Terra here is in case I lost the speed tie, and he used Shadow Ball first, and I died. I did not want that to happen. Goes straight into Quaxley. It just drops. Like, look at this. It just drops. Look at that. This Ghastly's got the second highest special attack in the tier. That's a double special attack. That's crazy. And Terra Blast just immediately gets the KO. I feel so flattered. Wonderful person. Very nice person. Very nice person.